Today I'll be showing you how to make these fuzzy little loom friends, and they use around 60 bands, and you can make them any color. This one I made it two-toned and that's what I will be making today to show you how to make these, and it has more teal blue in the back. And I did, one of the toes is teal blue and one of them is this like jelly light purple. And this one is two tones of purple, a jelly light purple and the rainbow loom dark purple. And this one's plain red. And this one's rainbow. You can make it any color. This one's rainbow. And for my rainbow loom friend, I changed color every row, and until I got to purple. I did 2 rows of purple because I didn't want to start another rainbow to my loom friend. And I used the opposite color purple on the top, so that's why it's red. And this one, I just tried to make it kind of cool. Used purple and black just to mix color, and I used a row of glow-in-the-dark rainbow loom bands just to make it cool and glow-in-the-dark. And I made a glow-in-the-dark bow. And I will show you how to make some accessories for your loom friend at the end. And this one's the snow loom friend. I will show you how to make this one later on in some videos. But today let's make the fuzzy loom friend. So let's get started. First, let's make the eyes. For the eyes, taking your hook, you're gonna take 2 single blacks and 2 single whites for each eye. Taking a single black, looping it 4 times around your hook, create 4 loops, and taking a single white, you're going to loop 2 times on one side and 2 times on the other. So that's 8 loops if you count it in all. Then taking your upper color or your top color, mine's going to be pink and purple, so just going to try those colors. And you're going to loop all the 8 loops onto your single band, top color or whatever color you're using. And make sure you pull them in order so it doesn't get messed up. But you can still fix it at the end, but it's better. Well, that's one of your eyes. You can take it off the loom. It won't unravel, and put it aside. And let's do the same thing for the other eye. Single band, looping it 4 times on your hook, taking a single white, looping it 2 times on each side. Then taking your single band, the color of your loom friend, and pull those all loops onto the single band. And also you can put, your eye can be any color. You could even do it ocean blue or navy blue like one of my loom friends. This loom friend has ocean blue eyes, and they still look cute, but you can make them any color. Just try to do it on this brilliant blue jelly color. Still looks good. Those are your eyes. Now to do the feet of your loom friend. You can make them any color once again. I'm going to make my bottom color, which is the Rainbow Loom flexible purple. And I didn't know it. The Rainbow Loom combo pack bands would turn out so flexible. So what you're going to do is loop a single band 4 times, taking 2 single bands, and going to loop all the 4 loops onto the 2 bands, and make it equal so it doesn't stay in one place and just crowd up. And then you're going to leave one side of the 2 bands. It won't unravel once again. Then taking a single band, you're going to loop it 2 times to create 3 loops, and then put back on your other side, the 2 other side. And then taking a single band, we're going to pull all the loops onto single band. And that's one of your feet. Let's make the other feet, put it aside. If you're scared of if it unravel, just tie a loose slip knot, but I'll just keep it like this. And if it breaks in a while, then just make another one and just try making. So let's make the other feet, same thing. And you can even try doing it 2 times of 4. That's what I'll do, and I'll meet you back when I make both of the feet. Okay, so now I've made both of my feet. So you can pause the video and make the other one. And this time I tried doing the 8 loops at the starting. So mine will be different if you make it the 4 loops at the starting only. And I'm guessing the 8 loops look better. So if you want to do that, then go ahead and do that. Pause the video. But now we're ready to make our loom friend. So our loom friend will start with this cross with 6 pegs. So you'll have to get a configuration that is the standard figure. And now let's start the body. So my top will be my neon pink, because I have too much of neon pink, so that's what I will be using. So we're going to take 2 single bands, and we're going to loop it on the first top peg to the second bottom peg, and repeat for all 6 pegs, taking 2 single bands, and on the first center peg, pull it to the third center peg, and then my last 2 single bands, grabbing it to the first bottom peg to the second top peg. And just to cover 6 pegs in all, and we're not including the peg in the middle. Also, if you're doing the monster tail, it's also what it should look, but the center peg will be over here or over here, but I would prefer the people on monster tail put it there. But for the people on the loom, let's just put in the center third peg. Then, and for second row, taking 6 single bands and covering all 6 pegs. Now we're going to loop the bottom 2 bands up and over. They should perform knots like that. As usual, they should. So what we did is put 6 single bands, and then we looped all 6 pegs with looping 2 single bands up and over. And I hope you saw that. And now for third row, so if you're doing the rainbow, then you should be on the orange row. And the third row, we're going to put our eyes on. But if you wanted your eyes to be more higher, you could have put it on the orange row if you're doing the rainbow or whatever color you're doing. And I will tell you the rows by this rainbow one because it's easier to do that. Now the third row, like I said, we're putting our eyes on. So we're putting on the first center peg to the first top peg, and repeat for the other eye, putting it to the first center peg to the first bottom peg. And you can even count the rows as right and left, but I'll tell you it by top and bottom. So that's what it should look like. Now taking your single bands, and if you want to change color and do the half, you want more of the bottom color more, then you can do that this row. But for this, my two-toned fuzzy over here, I did more in the back and equal at the front. So you could even do that. Like I said, do it any color you want. Doesn't matter what color you use, but you just want it to look, your little fuzzy Loom friend to look good. And we're not overlapping over our eyes because our eyes are already a single band. They should have 4 on each peg after that. Then looping the bottom 2 bands up and over. Make sure you don't pull 3 or 4 over. And if you have this loom, then you could, there's more space on the bottom. That's what I like about these tools or looms. And like I said, we could fix the eyes later. Now we're on our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on the fourth row. And if you want to change color, go ahead and change color. And so will I change color to purple. So this is our first row of purple. Make sure you don't overlap any bands. It's easier to make a mistake, well, if you overlap, because you don't get the right band, and don't twist your bands or else it will turn out, your creation or your loom friend will turn out to be a little zigzaggy or dizzy little friend, or messed up, I should say. Just fixing the eyes. I'm just gonna fix it like that. Like I said, you can fix it any time. Put that eye there. Now we're on this row, so that's probably the 6th. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on the 5th row. Then after this row, it's our last row, and we'll add the feet after this row. So let's take single purples for 5th row. Once again, and looping the bottom 2 bands up and over. And you should have 2 loops left on each peg if you're following the order. And then that was the 5th row. It's now around 6th row. And now we'll add the feet, and I put it on a holding hook because mine was I thought I was in tension, so I just put it on a holding hook. And you want something handy by you while you make things. Loom band especially. Make sure you don't miss a band. And you're putting it on the first center peg to the first top peg. And let's repeat, we're putting it where we put the eyes, exact same place. So just put it where the eyes was. If you don't remember that, just follow me. The first, and then the other foot, the first. Center peg to the first, bottom peg. Now let's cover the rest with 6 single bands once again. And this is our last row. And then looping the bottom 2 bands up and over. Grab the right 2 bands and pull them up and over. So that was row number 8, I'm guessing, and that is. And let's take her or him, our loom friend, off the loom. And you will need 2 hooks if you're taking it onto 2 hooks, because it's easier to stuff it with if you transfer it or pull it onto 2 hooks. But you can pull it onto 1 hook too. It's just that it's easier for me. And pull the legs out when you grab the loops. Then take her off the loom, or your loom friend. That's your loom friend. That's what it should look like right now. Now we're going to stuff her, so take some cotton or old bands. So taking cotton or whatever you want to stuff her with, and just put cotton inside her. And you don't want her head to be pointy, so just be careful of that. That's what should look like after you. And if you wanted to make her longer, she won't really turn to circle if you make her longer. So yeah. Now, taking your slipknot band, you're going to pull all 6 loops onto the band. So if you're doing it on 2 hooks like me, just take a band like I just said, and just pull 3 loops off of each peg one by one. Okay, now I'm done with the first first hook. So I'll transfer it. So I hook it and then transfer it onto the other hook. Carefully, don't miss the band. And then looping the other 3 bands up and over. Now take it onto your hook and let's try a slipknot band or slipknot, and then tie it carefully and not really hard. You don't want to break it. And that's your little loom friend. Adjust her eyes, and you can tuck in the slipknot band. So go in her body, grab the slipknot band, and tuck it in carefully. That's your little loom friend. And yeah. And now I'll show you how to make some accessories for her. I have two ideas. So one is the bow, and one is the gift box ribbon, because she looks like a gift box or present, like that. So I'll show you how to do both. So first I'll show you how to make a bow for her, or him. Well, her technically. So taking whatever color your bow is, and I'll take the steel blue for her bow. So on your hook, taking a single band, looping it 4 times, taking 2 single bands and loop all the 4 loops onto it. Put it on your hook and adjust the middle of the bow. You want it equal on both sides. You can even fix it later, but just do it. And that's your little bow, and now let's attach it to her. And you don't have to add a bow for her or him. Or I should say her, because hers have bows. And just adjust it a little. Okay, I adjusted it. Taking a single band. And this is the bow, so. And then I'll show you how to do the gift box ribbon. Then get all the 4 loops onto your hook. From the back, only the 4. Don't take these 2 by accident. The bow bands, don't take them on accident. Yeah. And then taking your single band and then loop all the 4 bands up and onto it itself. Or yeah. And this one will be a individually bow, so like that means like if you make it once and you don't want it, then you have to take it off permanently, and then or just take it off and then make another one. It won't be like a conjoined one, so it won't. So you'll have to make one another again. So take the 2 loops you want your bow on. You can put it even up, but I'll put it on the 2 loops by its eye. Then going to, or let's take the bow off. Sorry, that was my holding hooks. So yeah. And then now take the 2 loops. Put your band onto it, and then you're going to pull the 2 pink loops up and over onto the bow. Now, what you're going to do is pull the 2 loops and you're going to pull the 2 loops over your bow. So I'll come back after that. It's kind of hard, but not really. So there. And like I said, you don't have to put a bow as always. But this is just a tutorial, or this is a little clip how to make a bow. Loom friend, and you have to adjust it because it won't stay tight like that. So there's the Loom friend bow. Now I'll show you how to make the gift box ribbon accessory. You don't have to do it once again, and the gift box will include some work and I'll make the same color, blue. I might even make it purple. I'll make this for my snow loom friend, and I haven't taught you how to make those, but I will later on. So first you will need a color of your bow. Once again, what color do you want your bow for? Whatever loom thread you want your bow for. taking a single band, looping it 4 times, taking 2 single bands, take all of your loops onto it, and just leave it like a bow and adjust it. And then once again, taking 4 loops off, or taking the 4 loops like that, adjust it now. You can even adjust it later, but it's better. Now, taking the color you want of your ribbon, and you could, take the color, pull all 4 loops onto it. And now this time we're going to tie a slip knot. So, taking the blue band on the back, tying a slip knot like that. Tie it tight. We don't want to lose one. We want it tight this time. And that's your ribbon. So I'm going to show you how to put it on. And you can use your Loom friend. And once again, I haven't taught you how to make these little. You could try, but just try it when I teach you because it's better. And then you can put it on like a gift box present. And you don't have to make this gift box present once again and every time because it's your choice. And that's all. And there's her friends and family. And I hope you like them. Thanks for watching.